Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to see how we can download a file from the internet onto your local machine or onto a server using Kits. An important thing to note here is we are going to see two different variations. One is a download into the default download location of the browser, and the other one is how we can change the default download location to a location of our choice. In this sample application, we have a file of our choice which we want to download. Let's see how we can do that using Kits. We go to Kits, create a scenario really quick. We will call it file downloads. Yeah. Create a test case, TC1, and then we start the recorder. Extension, the green R, that means it is recording. Open, and then we click on the file that we want to download, which is this one. Yeah, as soon as we click it, the file gets downloaded, and it gets downloaded in the default download location of the browser. So it is very, very simple. There is no rocket science to this. Now, what we want to do is we want to make this download happen in a location of our choice. So how to do that in Kits? Okay, we close the recorder, and in the user settings, we can create a property called download location. Very similar to the upload location that we performed in our last video. If you haven't watched that video, please go ahead and watch it. We will create a default download location in the same way as we did for upload. So if we go to the root location where the tool is, in the projects location in our project, we had created a folder called files and a folder inside called uploads. So now we are going to create a new folder called downloads. Yeah, so this is going to be the default download location. Currently it's empty, but let's see how to set it up. So this is the file path or the directory that we would pass to the settings. So we would say always download it to the files and downloads, which is there in my project. Now reverse the slashes, as I had explained in the last video. It will always work for both Windows and Linux. Yeah, so now I'm saying that always download the files into the files slash downloads location, which is hosted in my project location. Okay, now I'm going to save it. Now, what we will do is we are going to create a little bit of a tweak in the engine of the tool, right? So in the engine, anything that we have to do with browsers, I told you we have to enter into the drivers package, and in the drivers package, we have to enter into WebDriver factory. So we enter into WebDriver factory, and if we keep scrolling down, um, we have a create method which has a return type of WebDriver, and here we have already worked in our previous videos, in one of our previous videos, where we were enabling the incognito mode, right? So we are focused on Chrome and Chrome headless. So for Chrome, we see that the Chrome driver is being instantiated with Chrome options, right? If we step into this by control click, we see that we have a function called with Chrome options, which has a return type of Chrome options. And this is what we need to alter. Now, this one, line number 622, 23, and 24, is something that we have already altered in the past in one of our previous videos where we saw how to enable incognito mode. Now we are going to do exactly something similar now. All right. So what do we have to do? Let's create some demarcation. Now, in order to ensure that the download is happening to a location of our choice, we first need to resolve the location, right? So I'm going to say string project location, yeah, and we will say control dot get current project dot get location. We have used the exact same technique in the previous video for uploads. Now we are just repeating it, right? So we have the project location, and now we need to have the download location, and we will say um, control dot get current project dot get project settings, right? And from the project settings, we need to get the user defined settings. So get user defined settings, and from the user defined settings, we need to get the property called, what is it that we defined? We get download location. So this is the property that we need to get. This is under user defined settings, right? So that's what we are trying to achieve. Get user defined settings, and then get property, and then the name of the property is download location. Yeah, that's it, which returns a string. So now we have a project location and a download location. And if we say string absolute download location is nothing but um, the project location plus the download location. Yeah, that's it. So now we have the absolute download location. Now this has to be passed into the Chrome options. Okay. Now, if we pass this download location into the Chrome options, Chrome would always know that my default download location will be this absolute download location. Okay. Now, how to do that in Chrome? So, we are going to create a file type object first. So, file um, target location equal to new file, and then we are going to create a new file type object using this string. Okay, now this is the file type location whose absolute path we need to pass to the options. To do that, we are going to create a hash map of type string and object, and we are going to name the hash maps as prefs or preference, whatever name you choose is okay. uh, new hash new hash map of type string and object. Yeah, now in the map, in the prefs, we need to put a property and a value, and the property for Chrome in Java is download dot default underscore directory. Yeah, download dot default underscore directory, and the value that needs to go there is target location, right? This file type, dot get absolute, sorry, not file, but dot get absolute path. Okay, so now we are going to pass the absolute path of this file type object that we created. The file type object is of the complete project location and the download location that we have specified in the tool. Okay, now that this hash map is created and has been enhanced with this value, with this property and the value, we just need to merge it to the Chrome options. To do so, we're going to say options dot set experimental option, and the name of the option for Chrome is prefs, and the value that we are going to pass is the hash map itself. That's all that we need to do in order to set this up. We're going to select source main Java, source main resources. We're going to right click, export this, export the jar file, and we're going to override the engine. Finish, yes, okay. And now we need to just reload or restart the tool. Yeah, okay. Now if we go to our file downloads scenario test case, this is what we have already recorded. We're going to add a dummy line at the end so that I can run this in a debug mode. I'm going to add a breakpoint at line number 2 and a breakpoint at line number 3 so that we can see this execution happen step by step. Okay, so what we will do is we are going to trigger the execution already so that it opens up the browser. Yeah, see, the browser is open, and this is the file that we will target to download via the automation. So I'm going to keep the console open, and what I will also do is I'll minimize the browser opened by the tool, and will also try to open up the downloads location, right? So this is the downloads location under files in the project that we have. See, real life automation problems. This is the project, and then files. This is the downloads location, which we have set as the default download directory to the tool. And we will also open the browser. And now we should see these three things together. If I click on next, yeah, you see it clicks on the name of the file, this file. The download is happening, and it has happened in the location of our choice. So it has happened in the location that we had specified in the user defined settings. Okay, if we move forward, the execution is over, and we have been able to establish how we can set a location of our choice to download files there. This makes our scripts completely independent of whichever server that we are running our tests in. I hope you find this video informative. I'll see you in the next video.